Before now, my mom would wake me at 6 a.m. It was a time I had gotten used to. I always look forward to wearing my crepe school uniform and stuffing my school bag with candies as we traversed the many streets and intra-community road that separated our house and my school amidst the pim of anxious Lagos vehicles. It was a routine I had grown to be fond of. But now in Lagos State and beyond, every pupil has similar nostalgia, a reminiscence of that period when handshakes were cheap, hugs were given freely, and kids could learn and play in groups.
Now, the reverse is the case. Hand washing, social distancing, and face masking is the new normal. COVID-19 pandemic has brought many changes in our lives. It is a global health crisis that has affected many other sectors, including education. Millions of kids have been denied fun of schooling and the opportunity to raise their social skills.
The Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board, LASUBEB, as mandated by the state government, has since provided classrooms to learning from home. However, we miss all our teachers and friends. We all await normalcy in the world and cannot wait to go back to school. Meanwhile, let us continue to stay safe, watch and listen to the classroom in your home.
Also listen to the interactive radio instruction IRI on Echo FM and Radio Lagos.
And take online classes on ecoez.ng, also on LTV. Watch
The Classroom in Your Home. LASUBEB,
Leave no child behind.
Good job you, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
Hello pupils, I am so excited to be with you today. You know why? We will be learning and at the same time having lots of fun. Our thanks goes to our sponsor, Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, through Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board, LASUBEB, for this timely program titled The Classroom in Your Home, well, for lower primary. Making sure that no child is left behind. I am Auntie Lola and I'll be taking you through English studies. Of course, I'm not here alone. With me, I have a beautiful mathematics teacher, Auntie Tinu.
Hello, pupils.
And of course, our ever-ready general studies teacher, Uncle Sheyi.
Hello, pupils.
And together, we bring you
the classroom in your home.
Please stay tuned. You're welcome to today's English class, which I call communication class. And for today, we are going to be looking at a very interesting topic. What is that topic? Uncountable noun. But before we go deep into the topic, which is uncountable noun, we want to look at those parts we'll be looking at on this lesson. We'll be looking at the definition of uncountable nouns. We'll be looking at the examples of uncountable nouns. We would also be looking at a beautiful video. I am sure you are expecting that video right on this page. And of course, another segment, which is called Can Fix It. But for now, let's go straight to the business. Our learning objective for today, put it at the back of your mind, that by the end of this lesson, you should be able to define uncountable nouns, give examples of uncountable nouns. On my page here, I have two pictures. The first picture, I have some oranges, and the other picture here, I have a whole lot of grains of rice. But as we look at this picture closely, we want to confirm which of it really defines uncountable nouns. Let's count together the number of oranges we have on this part of the board. We have 1, we have 2, and we have 3. We can count that, right? We have 3 oranges. But now we want to count the grains of rice, children. Should we start? Of course, we can't count those grains of rice. So which do you think defines uncountable nouns? Let's go straight to which defines the uncountable nouns. So what are uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns are things we cannot count. I'll take that again. Uncountable nouns are things we cannot count. So let's go back to the picture and confirm which of those pictures really fit into the definition of uncountable nouns. On the left-hand side, as we counted the other time, earlier on, we have 3 oranges. We can count that. Does that fit into uncountable nouns? No. But on my right-hand side here, we have a whole lot of grains of rice. Does that fit into the definition of uncountable nouns? That is sure the answer. And so we move to the next part after confirming that picture. Uncountable nouns also may be names for physical objects that are too small or too much to be counted. Now I want to give myself a brain test. I'm sitting in front of a whole lot of sand. It's an example anyway. You might have also done that also while you're at home. You're sitting in front of a whole lot of sand and you want to start counting them. You start picking those tiny stones one after the other. Is it possible? I bet not. It is not possible. And also for the rice we checked the other time too, we cannot count it. So it is either too small to be counted or too much to be counted. On the board here, I have bottles of milk and I have a cup of milk. Of course we can count bottle of milk. And of course we can count a cup of milk. But the milk itself inside, can I count it? No, I cannot count it. Now we move to examples of uncountable nouns. Well, we've been able to talk about a whole lot of examples, but now let's check more of those examples. We have tea, we have milk, sugar. Are you following? Water. Are you following? Air. Good. Rice. We have butter. Can we count it? No. Gas. Knowledge. Beauty. Anger, fear, love, and happiness. Of course, so many more. We have uncountable nouns.
Hello, pupils. You are welcome to another segment of the program, Classroom in Your Home for lower primary classes. My name is Uncle Sheyi, and I'm your general studies teacher. We'll be having fun today, so please get your pen, your paper, and sit down so that we can learn together. Today, we'll be looking at water. We'll be studying water, and by the end of the lesson, you should be able to define water. Also, you should be able to list uses of water. Okay? And thirdly, you should be able to mention some ways of purifying water. All right, today we'll be looking at water. Water is a colorless, odorless, and a tasteless liquid which we need in our everyday life. You need water to survive in your everyday endeavors. In fact, there is a musician who sang that everybody needs water, that water is very important. Water contains no dirt in its pure form, meaning that water in itself is not dirty, it's pure. Now we'll be looking at the uses of water. What can we do with water? What do we use water for? We'll be watching this short clip on the uses of water. Please relax and listen carefully.
Uses of water. Every morning, we need water to brush our teeth, to wash our face, and to bathe. We need water to drink. We should drink at least 7 to 8 glasses of water daily to stay healthy. We also need water to wash hands and to use in toilets. We also use water for cooking food, washing clothes and utensils, and cleaning the house. Water is also used by the firemen to put out a fire. Plants and animals also need water. Plants need water to live. Plants need to be watered every day. Animals need water to drink and bathe. Pets need to be bathed regularly.
We drink water when we are thirsty. For example, during your break time, when you are running around with your friends, after a while, you get tired and you need water. So we drink water when we are thirsty. We cook food with our water. We cannot cook food without water. If you want to cook noodles, if you want to cook any type of food, you need water for you to cook any food. Also, when you are coming to school in the morning, you need to clean up your body. You need to have your bath. So we bath ourselves with water. Okay? Also, early in the morning when you wake up, you should brush your teeth. So for you to brush your teeth, for your teeth to be clean, we use water to brush our teeth. Okay? So we brush our teeth with water. I hope you are following. After school, sometimes your socks, your shirts, and your shorts are dirty, and you need to clean them so that you can come neat to school the second day. So what do? You use water to wash your clothes. You wash your socks, you wash your bags with water. Also, plants and animals, they need water to survive. They need water to grow. So we use water to feed our animals. In fact, we use water to grow plants. As you can see in this picture, it is showing us different ways of using water. Here, you can get your water from the tap and drink. You can get the water from the tap also to wash your hands. Especially in this period, we have been advised that we should wash our hands regularly. Okay? For you to brush your teeth, you use water. For you to have your bath, you use water. For you to cook your food, your noodles, you use water. And also, for you to water plants and to feed animals, you use water. Okay? Very good. You are doing well. What are the ways of purifying water? If water is bad or if it is not clean, how can we make it clean? How can we ensure that the water we are using is clean? Why do we need to purify water? Because water can get dirty if you refuse to cover the container where we have kept water. One of the ways of purifying water is by boiling. By boiling. I want you to echo it, by boiling. And when we say boiling, what do we mean? We mean by putting the water in a container or a pot and putting it on fire so that it will boil. It will get very hot, and by boiling it, germs and unseen particles that are dirty will be killed. Okay? So by boiling water, it kills seen and unseen germs and particles. I want you to watch this short clip on how to boil water. Another way by which we can make our water clean is by filtration. And when we say filtration, we mean by sieving and ensuring that the dirt in the water do not escape with the clean water. When we filter water, it removes undissolved particles. When we filter water, it removes undissolved particles. And how can we do this? Children, you can demonstrate this in your home. Just get a clean cloth, tie it at the top of your container, ensure it is tight. Ensure it is tight, tie a clean cloth around the top of the container. Ensure it is close and tight. Then you pour the water. As the water is escaping into the container, the dirt stays afloat. Okay? The dirt stays afloat. That is a way by which we can filter water. Children, I hope you are enjoying the class. Now, do this. Number 1, what is water? What is water? 2, mention 2 ways of purifying water. Mention 2 ways of purifying water. You have 1 minute to do this. 1 minute. Your time starts now. Hello children, I hope you have been able to successfully answer these questions on the board. Now, what is water? As we have said earlier, we said water is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless liquid which we need in our everyday life. In fact, no one can survive without water. Mention 2 ways of purifying water. And as we have said earlier, we said by boiling. Remember, we said you put the water in a container or in a pot and you put it on fire for it to boil. And we also said we can filter water by putting a clean cloth and tying it on the top of a container and ensuring that when we pour water in the container, the clean water goes into the container while the dirt stays afloat. I hope you were able to get all the answers correctly. Good job you. Thumbs up. Well done. Now it's time to write down your assignment. Please write this down. Write 3 uses of water. Write 3 uses of water. And that is it for today. Good job you working with me. Please ensure you drink clean water. Until we see next time. Bye-bye.